Hello! Today we've got a review video for you. It's about the Olay Regenerist face brush. I think it's called Olay in other countries. I don't know which countries, but in the Netherlands it's called Ola's. Maybe it's also called Ola's in Belgium. I don't know. But yeah, that's why it says Ola's, because it was called here, but in other countries it's called Olay. Point being, yeah, it's a Regenerist face brush, which was only 35 euros at my favorite drugstore, Kruidvat, here in the Netherlands. So yeah, basically it was like 100 euros cheaper than the average face brush, which was very nice, and I've been wanting to try a face brush for a long time, but I wasn't sure if it would make all that much of a difference on my skin, because I don't have like a huge problem skin or something, just, you know, so I didn't really think it worth the money to really buy a 150 euro face brush. So yeah, but I did still want to try, so when I encountered this one I was like, yeah, I want that. So I bought it. It comes with a face brush, obviously. Also 2 batteries, which is nice because I was all out of batteries. Otherwise I wouldn't even have been able to try it. And also a Regenerist face wash, which I think is more for like elderly skin. I don't know if there's like a nicer way to put that. Like in the Netherlands we have like 2 different words for it, and one sounds nicer than the other. But yeah, in any case, it's the skin perfecting cleanser. But the Regenerist stuff seems to be more towards the elderly skin, and so I gave it to my mom. She's happy with it, and I just use my own Mario Badescu face wash with it, because you can just use, of course, any face wash you want. You can also use it with just water, you can use it with coconut oil, whatever you use to clean your face. I thought coconut oil just felt a little bit too oily, I think, with this thing. I don't know. Might be just my own preferences, so I use the Mario Badescu face wash. That I've had for over a year, so I'll probably buy a new one sometime soon, but yeah. But yeah, as I said, it was only 35 euros, and for that you get a brush, batteries, and a face wash. It's only a small bottle of face wash, but still. So that's really good. I have, of course, my list over here, and yeah. Oh right, one thing I do want to mention before we switch on to move on to the actual testing part, because yes, I did film myself using this. The lighting will be horrible probably, because I filmed it in my bathroom and there's like really yellow light there, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, one thing I did notice, I don't know if it's the case with all face brushes or just with this one, sorry if there's any fake tan left on it. But the hairs do get a little bit crooked after using it, but I think that's average for most face brushes. I'm not sure again, but you know, I can't imagine other face brushes having such stiff hairs that they won't bend, because if the hairs wouldn't bend it would hurt to use it. So yeah, but that was basically the only, like, quality wise not so nice looking thing that I noticed about it, so that's good. So yeah, let's move on to actually testing it. Okay, so yeah, basically the first thing I noticed about it, oh, also before I forget to mention, it is actually waterproof. You can use it underneath the shower if that's what you prefer. Personally, I prefer to wash my face in front of a mirror, so I always use the sink to wash my face, or wash my face at the sink. Yeah, so that's what I do, but it is waterproof, so you could use it underneath the shower if that's what you prefer. It won't electrocute you, probably. I mean, it's not supposed to. Yeah, so yeah, when you're using it, it feels like, well, to me it sort of feels like I'm very mildly scrubbing my face. You know, it is a brush and it does rotate, but it doesn't, like, it doesn't feel unpleasant to the skin at all. Like the first time I tried it, I really didn't know what to expect. So yeah, I sort of expected it to like sort of pull at the skin or something. It really doesn't. I mean, it does depend, of course, on how hard you push it. I sort of don't push it at all because, you know, it's not really necessary. I mean, I don't have to really like wash my skin all that well, I guess. Yeah. Point is, it's just very like gentle to the skin. It does feel cleansing, of course, but it doesn't feel too rough. It doesn't feel painful at all. It just feels pleasant, so that's good. Also, it cleans my skin. It cleanses my skin very well, but not 100% or something. Like, you know, it's like what I always do. I use this to cleanse my face, rinse it off and dry it off, obviously. And then I also use a micellar water. I have no idea what it's called. But yeah, just, you know, basically another liquid cleanser we use. I just use that with a cotton pad and just wipe it over my skin, of course, because how else would I use it? But yeah, when I take it off again, it looks cleaner than it did before I used this, like a lot cleaner, like 90% cleaner. But it's not as if nothing comes off my skin anymore. especially not after a fake tent, obviously. But yeah, so it doesn't cleanse 100%, but it does cleanse very, very well. So, you know, I'm very pleased with it. After all, it's only 35 euros, and yeah, it does really make a significant difference. And also what I like about it is, I don't know if you can hear, it doesn't really produce all that much of a noise, which is also something I find important because personally, my lip gloss was out of place. Yeah, point is, personally I don't like it when stuff that I hold near my face makes a lot of noise. So yeah, I'm really glad that this thing doesn't make a lot of noise, it just buzzes very softly and that's it. Yeah, and the most important part of it is my skin. I don't know if you can see, I mean, I've only used powder and blush and bronzer today. Well, you know, I've used different stuff on my lips and eyes obviously, but on my skin I only use that, and my skin, sorry if you can hear my phone, looks very, very clear and just very nice. And considering that it's almost that time of the month again, I think. Maybe, I don't know. In any case, yeah, my skin just looks way better than it used to do before this. I mean, not that it used to look awful or anything. At least I don't think it did. But yeah, it just looks way more clear. I really feel as if I just like mildly scrub my skin every evening since I've been using this. And it's just, I really, really love it. And it really makes a difference to my skin. So yeah, basically I'm very glad about this, and yeah, that's basically the conclusion of this entire review. I really like it, I really recommend it. I don't know how long the batteries will last. Like I said, I've been using it every day, about every day for 2 weeks now, and the batteries are still working. Also, the top button is the on-off switch, and the bottom button is the one you have to push to pull this under part out to change the batteries. Yeah, it doesn't actually seem to say so anywhere on this packaging, so that actually took me a while to actually figure out. Or maybe I just didn't read the manual well enough, also a possibility. But yeah, so all in all, I really, really like this brush. I really recommend it. If you're looking for just a cheap face brush, it's just a really great brush. It has a good effect on my skin. And it's nice to give you a face wash with it, even though it is more for the elderly skin, but yeah. So yeah, that was my review. And if you have any other questions about this product, then you can always ask and I'll try to come up with a useful answer. So I hope this review was useful to you, or at least fun to watch. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye! Hello! Today I've got another review video for you, this time again about makeup products, and this time I'm reviewing two MAC lipsticks. These are actually my first two MAC lipsticks.